Last Saturday, the Quakes took on Chivas USA for the first time in history. After going down a goal in the 3rd minute, the Quakes battled back twice and then took a 3-2 lead with only minutes remaining. But then, in second-half stoppage time, Chivas USA snuck one in and left the Quakes with only a point to show for their efforts. Catch all the highlights and interviews next. This is Quakes Insider. The Earthquakes met 2005 expansion side Chivas USA for the first time in history on Saturday afternoon, and in just the 3rd minute, the Quakes were already down a goal. It was the first goal in Chivas USA history, and it was scored by Thiago Martins.
This kid today, he's got to score a goal.
Martins at the chance,
there it is.
And Chivas' first goal.
But the Quakes battled back. Danny O'Rourke had a solid effort in midfield and almost set up Brian Ching for this equalizer. And Brian Ching wasn't done trying. He took this opportunity 50 yards down the field before the Chivas defenders caught up with him. Then, just minutes before halftime, Brian Ching was taken down near the top of the box. Brad Davis stepped up and tied the game with this rocket of a free kick.
Davis takes it and scores! We're tied at
1. Brian Ching made a good run, worked real hard, got the foul committed at the top of the box, and Ronald and I were standing there, and luckily he let me have a go at it. It felt good, and thankfully it found the back of the net.
Take a look at the goalkeeper's feet. Guzman, just that little step, and he knows it. He was preparing for Cerritos. He thought that was going to be a decoy, and it was too late.
In the second half, both teams came out to try and get that next goal, and unfortunately, Chivas got it first.
That's Ezra Henderson, easy. Sends one in. Header, and a goal! Beautiful finish from Quadros. Chivas on top.
But the Quakes weren't going down without a fight. Minutes later, Brad Davis was again over the ball and found Troy Dyack at the back post to make it 2-2.
This one sent in. Deep far post. Dyack heads it back and in. We're tied at 2s. Have that for
dinner. And the Quakes weren't done yet. Brian Ching wasn't about to let the game finish without scoring one of his own, and in the 79th minute, he did just that, to give the Quakes their first lead of the afternoon.
Ching is there, and scores! Send it in, big fella!
Here's what Brian had to say about his teammate Brad Davis, who has provided the service on both of his goals in 2005.
Yeah, definitely. We knew what to expect. He's playing against him. In Dallas, he's a great crosser of the ball, and he's continued to do that here, and hopefully, continue to do that in games to come.
But it wasn't meant to be. Both teams had been knocking on each other's door all day long, and with only stoppage time remaining, Chivas put the tying goal into the net to end the afternoon 3-3.
A lot of time for Chivas to tie.
Again, watch Romo.
Off the head, and finding net! Sakara equalizes! What a game!
Disappointed. That's the word. And for many reasons, the way we started and the way we finished. I think in between we did all right. We got into the game twice. We took the lead, and then somewhat the same as last week. It's a bit of a free-for-all to go forward and try and score as many goals as you want, which isn't the case in soccer. It's about getting results, and I think our free-flowing play and wanting to get forward and score goals instead of preserving the lead is the thing that hurt us today.
Once again, goalkeeper Pat Onstad had a busy game. Looking ahead to Chicago, here's what he had to say.
specifically keeping the ball to the back of the net. We've given up 5 goals in 2 games at home, which is for us is not what we should be looking at. We should be at home. We should be a very tough team to break down. 2 games, I would be disappointed really by giving up 2 goals in 2 games, let alone 5. So we've got a long way to go, but at least we're scoring goals. It makes it a lot worse if we were losing 2-0 and 3-0. We've got to tighten it up. If we tighten it up, then I think we'll get our opportunities to score. And as long as we stay strong as a unit, we'll give ourselves a chance to win the games.
Last Wednesday was the anniversary of the first goal in MLS history, scored by Eric Wynalda. Friday afternoon at Spartan Stadium, Eric and a group of local youth soccer players reenacted a historic goal. Afterwards, Eric stuck around to sign autographs and take pictures with the kids. Remembering the historic events of 10 seasons ago, here's what Eric had to say.
It's just great to be back in San Jose, and obviously today with on the kids and kind of reenacting the goal of the inaugural season, it brings back a lot of memories for me. And coming back to San Jose is always a special time for me, and just being around the fans and being around some of the familiar faces. And I think one of the things about this place is, as much as it's changed, it's still kind of stayed the same, and they're good soccer people who enjoy the game, so it's good to be around them.
This week, only one player remains on the injured list. Defender Danny Califf continues to nurse a strained MCL, but all others are healthy and ready for next week's match against the Chicago Fire at Soldier Field. And speaking of next week, don't miss the Quakes Saturday as they hit the road for the first time in 2005. The match against the Chicago Fire kicks off Saturday at 5:30 and can be heard live on the radio on 1590 AM KLIV or on television on tape delay on Fox Sports Net starting at 8 p.m. That's it for this edition of Quakes Insider.